All right, guys, happy Tuesday. I am Lynn Lilly, and welcome to Life with Lynn Lilly. This is our second episode. Thank you to everyone that tuned in last week and made our kickoff episode absolutely amazing. But if you are a first-time viewer, welcome to the show. It is 30 minutes, jam-packed with all kinds of fun stuff. So from food to crafts to what's in my diaper bag, we've got it all for you. And every week the show is ever changing. So we will have different guests on. We'll do different crafts, recipes, travel hacks, you name it. You're going to see it on the show. But I want to know where you're watching from. This show is live and it's interactive, so you can talk to us. That's the cool part about it. If you've got a question, post it in the comments and we will do our best to get it answered live. If not, I will make sure we answer it right afterwards. So make sure you tell me where you're watching from. We are in our studio in Atlanta. It is hot here. Can you tell I have allergies? It's allergy season. So if you live in the South, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, but on today's show, we've got a great show. Jennifer Harris is here giving us tips for how to entertain at a barbecue for your gluten-free guests. There's a lot of good stuff and tips you are sure to learn. We also are doing a CD upcycle project with our crafter, Maria. It's really cool. So if you got old CDs, you definitely want to check this out. And then what's in my diaper bag? I get asked all the time. You're going to get a look inside my crazy, messy diaper bag. And then, of course, we are playing a laugh out loud game. But what I love to do every episode is a giveaway. I love to give things away. Well, on this episode, you are going to get a copy of my book, Screen-Free Crafts Kids Will Love. It is jam-packed with really awesome crafts that your kids can do. Our whole team worked on this. We did a lot of throwback crafts from our childhood. But in addition to the book, you are also going to get a $50 gift card to my favorite craft store, Michael's. So how do you win? You comment to win. Tell us what you want to see on the show. So I want to know, do you want to see a specific guest? Is there a recipe you want? Do you want to know more stuff about travel? Let us know. We are creating this show for you, so that is how you win. And 24 hours from now, Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we will announce the winner in the comments. So comment to win, and you know what? If you share it, we'll give you a bonus entry. Okay, so also part of this show is giving you a look at what my life is like outside the craft room. So you guys see me crafting, you see little bits and pieces. I am a mom. I have a 7-month-old baby girl. Her name is Lily. So yes, my name is Lynn Lilly, but her name is not Lily Lilly. She took her dad's name. I just never changed my name when we got married. Modern woman, right? If you're out there, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this weekend we flew for the very first time with her. So parents that have flown for the first time with a baby, I'm sure you can sympathize with me. And this was us on the way back, or the way there, excuse me. She was happy. We were killing it as parents. It was great. And then she got to meet her great-grandparents, which was awesome. This is her and her great-grandmother. And then on the next slide, we've got a picture of her and her great-grandfather. And she also got to play a piano from the movie Casablanca. My grandfather collects lots of really cool old antiques. So the trip was great, and then our flight got delayed on the way back. And we got on the plane way after her bedtime. So it was definitely an interesting ride back. She screamed for a lot of it. So I ask you to have sympathy for parents. I felt so bad for everyone around me, and the anxiety was insane, and I felt even more bad because I used to cringe when I would sit next to someone that had a small child. So now I know, and I guess you don't really know until you're in the position, but I wish I would have taken the picture of her on the airplane screaming so you could really see what real life is like. But I was too busy juggling her and trying to give her a million toys to really make it work. But it was a great weekend, and I will be sharing some more stuff next week with you. We'll probably talk about some struggles because I like to talk about what real life is like as a mom. And Rosanna, do we have people tuning in?
Yeah, we have Alicia from Concord, North Carolina.
Hey, Alicia, thanks so much for watching.
Sean from Atlanta.
Hey, Sean from Atlanta, our hometown.
And Donna from Johns Creek.
Hey, Donna, thanks so much for watching, everyone. Keep telling us where you're tuning in from. Don't forget to comment to win a copy of our book and that $50 gift card to Michael's. Okay, so there's one other really cool thing that's happening right now. We have a brand new logo. So we completely redesigned our logo for Craftbox Girls. We wanted to get a fresh, modern look. And along with designing our logo, we actually redesigned our whole website. So hopefully you can see it now up on the screen. We've got a video that is showing you what our new website looks like. We tried to give it a fresh new look, a lot more personal, so I'm really really kind of putting some of my life into a lot of our posts. Our team, some of which you will meet later in the show, is really creating some great content. So I hope you'll go to craftboxgirls.com and check it out. There's lots of really good videos, blogs, all kinds of stuff for summer. It is amazing. Okay, so without further ado, I want to introduce Jennifer Harris, who is going to give us some awesome tips for entertaining our gluten-free guests. And Jennifer is from
Illinois.
Awesome, from Illinois, and your blog is?
Gluten-free go-to guide. It's gfgotoguide.com.
Okay, so she reached out, wanted to do a segment. I thought this was really cool because I entertain a lot, and I do know a good amount of people that are gluten-free, but I never know what they can have. And there's also a lot of kids that are gluten-free now, too, as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. Because I know there's a lot of questions around what's gluten-free and celiac disease and what gluten actually is. So tell me the difference between being gluten-free and having celiac disease.
Okay, so if you have celiac disease, it's an autoimmune disease. It's genetic. It's passed down from family members. And it means there is no cure for it right now. So the only way to actually live a healthy lifestyle is to cut gluten completely out of your diet.
Okay.
And gluten is wheat, rye, and barley. You have to keep those out of your diet, and you also have to make sure that you're using gluten-free oats. When you eliminate them, your health starts to rebound, you start to feel better, and you get more of a happiness in life.
Okay, and then there's gluten-free intolerance, right? Or
Right.
Tolerance.
So if you're celiac, you are gluten intolerant. It means you can't have any.
Right. Okay.
Now, there are people out there who don't have the genes. So those are the people who are diagnosed as non-celiac gluten sensitive. They still follow a strict gluten-free diet, but they don't have celiac disease, so they're gluten sensitive instead.
Okay, got it. And if you guys are just tuning in, welcome to Life with Lynn Lilly. We are talking to Jennifer Harris about really good tips for entertaining. If you have gluten-free guests coming to your house this summer for a barbecue. Also, make sure you tell us where you're watching from. And if you've got a question while we're talking about this, post it and we'll do our best to get to it. Okay, so I'm going to jump into the specifics.
Yes.
So what is your first tip?
Well, if you are marinating your meat, you need to make sure that your marinades are gluten-free, or if you're using a spice blend.
Okay.
One of my favorites to use is soy sauce. A lot of people tend to marinate in that. You want to make sure that it's gluten-free. This actually says gluten-free right on the bottle, which is helpful. It's also certified gluten-free, makes it a little bit easier. But then when you're reading the label, you're just looking for the words wheat, usually will pop right out. So when you're at the grocery store, any normal grocery store will have this. Make sure that what you're using is gluten-free, and then you're all set.
All right, and next tip.
Your next tip is to use squeeze bottles whenever possible. Why? Because they make less of a mess, which is great. But it also prevents people from sticking a knife inside, taking it out, putting it on their bread, and then putting it back in.
I love this. I feel like they're less of a mess unless you let the kids get a hold of them, right?
Right, absolutely. So yeah, another good tip is to let the gluten-free people go through the buffet line first. That way that nothing has touched anything else, and they can get a good clean plate.
So I have one question before we move on to the next tip. So I've heard a lot of people say that they're going to go gluten-free because they're going on a diet.
Right.
Is it true? Is it healthier? Is it going to help you lose weight?
Nope, not at all.
Okay, so that was a myth. All of my friends said to gluten-free because they would have gone on a diet.
Right. I mean, if you find that you're eating gluten-free and you're experiencing some kind of a benefit, if you're sleeping better, or you don't have acid reflux, or your skin's improving, then you might need to go to the doctor and get tested to see if you have celiac disease. Otherwise, there's really no reason to be eating gluten-free.
Okay.
Not at all.
So not a diet, guys. Keep that in mind. Okay, sorry to interrupt you. So what's our next tip?
Your next tip is to keep your wheat buns away from your gluten-free buns. And yes, you should buy wheat buns because they're way cheaper, and that's what people are expecting. So give them their wheat buns, and then give us our gluten-free buns.
Okay, I actually want to try a gluten-free one.
You sure can.
I'm going to pick this off here. I'm going to take a small TV bite.
TV bite.
They're actually really good.
They are good, and these are
I actually think they're better than regular buns.
They're made from
really
whole
good.
grains. The ones that we have out are from Canyon Bakehouse, based out of Colorado. Great company. You can find these at Sprouts in their refrigerated section, and other grocery stores are going to have them in their frozen section.
Those are delicious.
So you can pick those up the day of. If you pick them up in advance, keep them in your freezer until you need them. But if you pick them up that day, you can just let them sit on the counter.
Got it, because there's probably a lot of preservatives and things.
There's not.
So you've got to freeze them to keep them from going bad.
Yes, they tend to start to mold after a couple of days. So yeah, keep them in the freezer, not the refrigerator. Another good place to pick up buns is at Trader Joe's. They're relatively inexpensive. They have hamburger, hot dog buns, and obviously bread. So that's, I mean, most people go to Trader Joe's for something. So you can pick those up on the day of and have those available and not really invest. Because you don't want to spend a whole lot of money on them.
Got
really,
it.
'cause
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Another tip, grilling, right?
Yes, grilling. You want to keep the wheat buns off of the grill so that they don't transfer any crumbs. You can heat them in a pan on the stove, or you can put them in the oven to get them nice and toasty for your guests. And then, you know, when you're thinking about that, you also need to think about your meats and make sure that they're gluten-free.
Okay.
One of my favorites, hot dogs.
We eat these all the time.
They're
I
great.
think they're the best hot dogs
They
ever.
are. They taste so good. And this package actually happens to say that it's gluten-free right on it.
And
so that
you
makes
could
it a
get
little bit easier
Hebrew
to pick up.
Nationals at any of your grocery
Pretty
stores.
much.
Pretty much.
Even Trader Joe's has Hebrew Nationals, which is great. If you're looking for a good veggie burger, because most people know vegetarians and vegans now, this is a really good brand. Not just because it tastes really good, but also because they hold up. So you can put them on the grill. They're not going to crumble. They're
Veggie
not going to fall
burgers
apart.
usually crumble when you get them on the grill.
Right. This brand does not. These are great. You can find these pretty much any grocery store. I know for sure they're at Sprouts. I do a lot of shopping at Sprouts. But yeah, that's a great place to pick them up. So now you've got everything all ready and you're setting out your buffet.
Yep.
Make sure you keep the wheat buns on the opposite end as the gluten-free ones, so people don't get confused.
So probably some really cute signage, right?
Yes,
we
you can
got
put
some
up a
cute
little
ideas
sign.
for signage on the
Yes.
website.
And then make sure that everything has its own separate utensil. So no one has to take the utensil out of the pasta salad and stick it in the beans, because you don't want to cross-contaminate everything that you've kept free of contamination up to that point. So it just makes it easier for guests, and like I said before, have your people with the food allergies go through the line first.
Okay.
That way they can get their plate set up and they know everything that they're eating is safe, and then they can actually relax and start to enjoy being at the barbecue and socializing with all their friends.
I love it. This was
Yes.
awesome. I feel like I just learned so much in like the last, 6 minutes. Where can people go to your website?
My website is gfgotoguide.com. I've got lists on there of local bakeries and restaurants, so stop on by and take a look.
Awesome. And then also we're going to put a link to her Facebook page as well. So thank you so much, Jennifer.
Thank you.
I
This is
appreciate
great.
you coming. This was great information. All right. So I'm switching gears and we're going to Mom Talk. All right. Thanks,
Okay,
Jennifer.
thank you.
Okay, guys. So if you are tuning in, welcome to the show. This is Life with Lynn Lilly. We're about halfway through the show right now. Make sure if you've got questions, post them. Remember, comment to win a copy of my children's craft book, as well as a $50 gift card to Michael's. Tell us what you want to see on the show, and we will announce the winner of those people that commented tomorrow at 1 p.m. Okay, so it's Mom Talk, right? Diaper bags. I get asked all the time what I have in my diaper bag. So I had to steal this diaper bag today. So poor Lily and her nanny are not getting to go out today because I have the diaper bag. But I wanted to show you guys what's all in it. So I actually went with a backpack diaper bag. So check it out. It's so easy, right? You just throw it over your shoulder. My husband even likes it. Even though it's pink, he actually uses it because it's so functional as a backpack. Because then I can still carry her and I don't have to worry about carrying a bunch of things. I know we'll post a link in the comments to where I got this one, but I like it because check out, bottles. I've always got a bottle. I use Dr. Brown's, but can I give you a tip about these? So I am a freak about sanitizing stuff for Lily. Well, I actually sanitize these too much because if you sanitize your Dr. Brown's bottles every time, they become warped. And so now our bottles leak non-stop. So if you have Dr. Brown's bottles, only sanitize them once and then hand wash them afterwards, or you'll be like me and we have a leaky bottle. Lily gets like a bath in milk every time we are giving her a bottle. Okay, if we lose the bottle, one other thing I always do is I just have some extra food. So I put little bags in here that's just extra food on the go for her to make a bottle. So always got those packed. You never know, especially if I'm in a rush and I forget to actually make, new, and I've at least got backups. One other thing I always have, Publix bags. No need to buy the expensive bags to put your diapers in. I always keep a Publix or Kroger bag in my diaper bag so I can get rid of those poopy diapers. And then inside, okay, so here are some of my must-haves. Has anyone used a sleep sheep? This is the sleep sheep to go, okay? I use this guy all the time for her, especially if I'm trying to get her to take a nap somewhere. It's got a little Velcro. It can hang on her car seat. It's awesome. So, and she likes the last one. Can I play it? Does it play? Oh, wait, maybe not. The ocean knows this. Isn't it so relaxing? That's what she falls asleep to every night. We've got a big one for her room, but we take that as a travel guide. One of the other things I always have, I never thought I would actually use this, but I use it all the time. It is a changing pad. So we take this with us everywhere. So a lot of places actually don't have good places to change a child. So we can use this in the back of our car. We use it all different places, and it folds right up really easily. Okay, of course we've got diapers. I always keep extra food in here for her. I also always throw my purse in here. And also I got another nice little changing pad. And then we're chock full of toys. And then the last thing I wanted to show you is this mitt. This has been my lifesaver. My baby is teething, and this thing has saved our life. This actually goes in her little hand, and she can chew on it. Isn't it so cute? They love it. So we'll post a link. You can get this. This thing was so inexpensive, and it has saved us some crying tantrums in public. All right, guys, that's all I've got on the diaper bag. I'm out of time, they said, but our next segment is awesome. So I know you guys have lots of CDs. I did have an old CD book somewhere around here. Does anyone see it?
I think it's right over there.
Ah, can someone grab it for us behind there? It's a black CD book. Do we got it? Yeah? So I want to show you this because I know you guys have a ton of CDs, and Maria is here to show us what we're going to do with them. So Maria actually works for Craft Box Girl. She's one of our crafters. So a lot of the content you see on the site was created by Maria. She's super talented. But check this out. This is actually my husband's. I mean, this is books and books. And I know you guys have CDs, right? But I didn't know when the last time that I actually touched a CD.
I know.
Right? Because it's all digital now. So if you've got a bunch of these extra CDs, you've got a cool craft. So what are we doing?
So today we are upcycling our CDs and also DVDs too, if you have those.
Yeah, so you can use both. Okay. So first step.
First step is you're going to grab all your CDs or DVDs.
Okay, so we've just got a bunch of extra ones. You guys, these are also computer, like, you know, the ones you have extra for your computers.
Absolutely.
I mean, my computer doesn't even have a slot for these anymore.
Any disc will work.
Any disc will work. Okay, so what do we do to break them up?
So this is how you're going to break them apart. There's actually 3 layers.
Okay.
So there's the holographic film in the middle, which is like the shiny pretty part.
Okay.
And to get to that, you need to separate the 2 outer layers.
Okay.
So you're going to take your X-Acto knife.
All right, so this is not a child's craft.
Yes. I actually started some for us.
Okay.
Just,
All right.
to save time. So you're just going to get right in here on the edge.
Oh, this
and then kind of crack it open.
Oh, I can kind of see how there's...
Just like that.
Yeah, I see it. There's like 2 layers. Okay. I'm afraid I'm going to cut my finger.
Be very careful when you're doing this. So here, I'll give you this one.
So I can pull this one apart.
Yep. So then you're just going to gently kind of pull it apart. And the film is going to take to either side.
Got it.
So, you know, if it breaks, that's totally fine.
Okay, so you're just going to use a piece of it, right? Yep. Take off this piece.
So you can see here that on the 2 layers, we got some really good film right here. It's uninterrupted. It's going to be beautiful.
And you told me earlier that sometimes DVDs and CDs, they're all different colors.
Yeah, that's right.
So you can look at what you've got to kind of create a cool pattern with it, but everyone's almost kind of different. Depends on the brand, right?
Yeah, so you can get really creative with this.
Okay, so now.
So scissors, get a very good pair of sharp scissors. That's really important.
Sharp scissors, got it.
And then you're just going to want to make different shapes, like all different sizes, big ones, small ones.
It cuts so easily?
Yeah. It's just a lot easier once you peel them apart.
This is so easy. And guys, as we're doing this, Rosanna, who do we have tuning in?
We have Kay watching from North Georgia.
Hey, Kay from North Georgia. Thanks so much for tuning in.
And Natalia from Brookhaven.
Hey, Natalia from Brookhaven. We appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to keep telling us where you're tuning in from and comment to win a copy of our book plus a $50 gift card to Michael's. Okay, so we've got a bunch already here, right? Look at how pretty these are.
I know, they're so shiny. We love shiny things.
We do love shiny things. Our entire studio is like glitter and shiny. Okay, all right, so.
Cool, so you get to pick a surface. I mean, you can really just like think out of the box. You can do picture frames, you can do tabletops, you can do furniture, I mean anything.
All right, so we're using just a small circle, right? Wooden circle that we painted white. Okay, so what's our first step?
So you're going to take your handy dandy glue gun.
Love it, handy dandy glue gun.
And you're just going to start gluing these guys on.
Okay.
Important tip though is you're going to want to leave some space so it gives the illusion that there's grout there. That's very important.
So instead of having to actually like go through and grout, we painted it white. So
exactly.
Hey, fake it so you can make it, guys. I love it. Okay, so I'm just leaving a few spaces. You can probably use a super glue too if you want, but I'm a hot glue girl for projects like this because it goes super, super quick.
Exactly.
Especially when you have a handy dandy wireless one, like the
These
Chevron
are
one.
the
I love it.
best.
Okay, so I would cover the whole surface, and I think this guy's done, right?
Yeah. So here we have
Awesome.
it.
Okay, so obviously you don't leave it like this, right?
Right.
What's next step?
Next step is glaze coat.
Okay, so this actually gives you like a clear glossy coat, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, so we're gonna mix it up.
Yes.
Do it.
So
Okay.
3 cups are needed for this particular glaze coat.
This one there, okay.
So the instructions say
And if you guys don't know what glaze coat is, it gives that thick, clear,
Right.
durable
Even
surface.
surface.
Yep. Okay, and am I going equal parts if I
Yes.
remember correctly?
equal parts
Okay.
from each bottle.
All right, so why don't you
The
pour that
first
one for me,
two.
and we'll try and get as semi-equal as we can. So, and you're going to want to read the bottle to figure out probably what the right surface amount is.
And we're going to want a little more than you think you would need.
Yeah, because it's extra. When you're working with glaze coat, you want to always have extra. And then we're combining them.
Popsicle sticks. And
Got it.
combine the first 2.
Okay,
Yep.
so, and we're also doing this. Oh, I probably should have combined them in the new cup, huh? But
No, actually the instructions say A to B and
Ah,
then 6
perfect.
minutes.
Cool.
With this guy.
All right, so we don't have 6 minutes to actually to actually mix it up, right?
Right.
So you would really want to spend 6 minutes. All right, and we're gonna have some paper, so we can put some paper under there. Thank you, Lisa. All right. So once you get it mixed up, you transfer it into the new cup, right?
That's right.
Okay, so we're gonna put this guy back in here. Perfect. Just like that.
Yep.
All right, and so again, remember, read the package instructions because you're really supposed to mix that for 6 minutes. We're doing it quickly because we're running out of time.
Right.
All right, I'll let you do the honors.
All right. So I find that it's best to kind of start in the middle and you just let it kind of do its thing and it's going to even itself out.
Yeah, this stuff is self-leveling, which I absolutely love. So you actually don't want to like twist and turn it or touch the surface with it to try and spread it out. You actually want to let it self-level. We've done this on a bunch of furniture and it is awesome.
And you can already see the color coming through.
That is so cool. And then one tip you told me earlier was that if your CDs have your fingerprints on them, just use Windex and either like a lint-free cloth or a soft brush to wipe those fingerprints off your CDs before you pour the glaze coat. And then if we've got bubbles, what do we do?
You can use a lighter or a hairdryer.
And those will pop your bubbles. So keep an eye on it as it is kind of flowing over the edges. If you've got some of those bubbles, just kind of gloss a lighter or hair dryer over it. But you're going to see it's actually going to drip over the surface. How awesome is that?
And if you really, really need to,
I mean,
you can kind of push it around.
Just a little bit. Yeah,
with
just a little bit.
popsicle stick.
How awesome is that? And then, you know, if it's dripping over the edge, you can kind of wipe it. But what we found is easy is afterwards, you can come back and sand off any of those dried drips.
Yep.
This is so cool. And then you did a big table earlier, right?
Yes.
Underneath.
So let me show you guys what we came up with.
How awesome is that? That is, I mean, that's
So
beautiful.
shiny.
And you attach it to a waistband. I love it.
Yeah.
That is awesome. What a cool project.
Right?
Guys, Maria's got some really cool stuff. You've got to head over to our website and check out some of her awesome projects. She really is the creative voice behind a lot of the stuff we're doing at Craft Box Girls. Thank you so much. You're sticking around because we're playing a game.
That's right.
And Jennifer is coming back, right?
Okay.
You guys are going to test my drawing skills. So while they get set up for the game, if you missed the first part of the show, after the show ends, you can always come back after, it's about 30 seconds after the show ends. You can always rewind and fast forward. If you want to see what was in my diaper bag, learn more about being gluten-free, or some of my fun trips from this weekend, you can always go ahead and switch back and forth. A good way to save this video, we would love it if you share it. Our entire team is working so hard to create this show for you. So if you are loving what you're seeing, please give us a thumbs up or a heart. It will make our day. We have tried super hard to create a show that you guys are going to love with lots of helpful information. And Rosita, do we have some more people tuning in or any questions?
Yeah, we have Arian chiming in from California.
Hey Arian, thanks so much for watching.
And Valerie from Maryland.
Hey Valerie from Maryland, thank you guys so much. I appreciate all of you for watching. You have no idea. You make this show great. I love what we do because of you. So don't forget, we also have a giveaway going on. You can win a copy of my book, Screen Free Crafts Kids Will Love, chock full of lots of cool crafts for your kids to keep them busy this summer, plus a $50 gift card to Michael. So just comment and tell us what you want to see on the show, and you will be entered to win. We'll announce the winner tomorrow at 1 p.m. right here in the comments. And without further ado, it is time for the Laugh Out Loud game. Okay, so the ladies are back. I've got some stuff I got to get under here, right? Okay, so here's what we're doing. The games each week, the team is coming up with, okay? And I don't know what's on these cards, right? They just kind of tell me what we're going to play. So, but what we do have every week is a team. So who wants to be Team Unicorn and who wants to be Team Cupcake?
Oh, I'm the unicorn.
Okay, all right, she's our guest, right? Okay, so you guys are playing for a $25 gift card to Starbucks, right? $25 gift card to Starbucks. Okay, so I have some things on this card right here,
Okay.
and I have to draw them. And you guys are going to guess. So if I can't figure it out, I'm going to say pass, but we're going to time. How many minutes do we have, ladies, behind the camera? Do we have 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
Okay, so we're going to get through as many as we can. They're going to time. So tell us, if I go more than 45 seconds with one of these, tell me and I'll pass. So you guys just have to chime in and try and guess.
All right.
Whoever guesses the most will win the gift card to Starbucks. Starbucks is like my favorite place ever. So if either of you win, I will definitely take it. Okay, so, oh wait, I need to look. Okay, all right, ready, set. Can the camera see what I'm drawing? Okay, go.
It's a cup. It's a hat.
Trash can.
No. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that or not.
It's a ball jar?
It's a mason jar.
Yes!
Oh,
Okay, next. Yeah, I don't know if I was allowed to write letters or not. No one told me if there were rules. Okay, I don't know. I think you guys saw that one. Oh, God, this is so hard. Okay,
It's wire. It's string. It's yarn.
yes, okay. Okay, next. Oh, this is hard. I had to use one of these earlier and it didn't work right.
Step to the side.
It's a box.
Sorry, can you see it? Can you see it?
It's an envelope. It's
Stapler.
Oh, yes! Okay, but, oh, close. Okay, all right, ready? Oh,
10
I don't even know.
seconds.
I don't even know. What?
10
10
seconds.
seconds. Oh, okay. Needle. And
It's a sewing machine.
5,
okay,
4,
oh, one more.
It's a
Clearly, that was a glue gun. So clearly, I am not really good at drawing, but I'm good at other kinds of crafts. Okay, all right. So who won?
Well, we have a tie, so we need to do one more.
Okay, all right, guys. I'm sweating. Is everyone else sweating? I mean, I'm hot and flustered. Okay.
So the first one to answer correctly.
Oh, okay, wait. Oh my God, these are so hard. Okay, God, y'all that came up with these. God, okay. All right, I know what that one is. Okay, ready?
Go.
Go.
So,
It's a balloon.
Balloon. Balloon filler. A
um,
pump. Balloon pump.
yes!
Yay!
I don't even know. I'm really bad. Okay, so our next Laugh Out Loud game, we will not be drawing. Congratulations, Maria. You win. Jennifer, thank you so much
Thank
for
you. This
coming.
was so much fun. Thanks for having me.
All right, guys. So next week's show, we've got. We've got some fun stuff happening. So intern Claudia is going to be here, and she is going to be making an organic face mask. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm all about making those face masks at home. And she's going to show us a whole bunch of different recipes that are for your different skin types. And she's going to actually let me put a face mask on her. We've got Julie coming from the All-American Parent. She is going to be giving us tips on how to grocery shop. So whether we can do it in a quick amount of time and save money, which I know I need because I spend way too much time at the grocery store. So she's going to be giving us tips on that. Plus we'll have another Laugh Out Loud game. And of course, a giveaway. So thank you so much for tuning in to our second episode of Life with Lynn Lilly. I appreciate all of you very, very much. There is an entire team that you don't see behind the camera that is making this show possible. So please show them some love. Give them a heart. Give them a thumbs up. I can't say enough how thankful I am for them. And I hope I will see you next week. We will be here again Tuesday at 1 p.m. right here on our Facebook page. If you loved it, please share it. And I am so excited to see you next week. Be kind. Make someone smile today. That's all we've got for you. Thanks for tuning in to Life with Lynn Lilly. Bye, guys. Have a great day.